See how this goes. This hand's not good. EUIC is 21st of Feb. 21st to the 23rd. How's it going? That hand's not good. And then I'm going to get buddied out the game. Well, that's a shame. My outs just diminished tenfold. Yikes. How's it going, YouTube chat? If you want your chat to pop up, head on over to Twitch, but if you just want to hang in YouTube, feel free. We have got some music going on. Let me know if the volume's decent or whatever. This is just so bad. I quite desperately want a 4th Ultra Ball in this deck, and it's because if you don't start well, things go to pot pretty quickly. But all it takes is a ball search normally to get you going. Last time I played Miraidon at a tournament, I played Quad Ultra and never regretted it. We are trying that Cruel Arrow angle, but we're many turns away. Wither Gaming, hello. Thanks for the follow. Well, Latty's a pretty good top deck, I guess. Are we playing Radiant Serena? Hell no. Is the deck list public? I can show you during the stream. It's going Jack. I'm good, I'm good. Top deck Latty was silly. I mean, it's helpful right now, but I'd like a lot of other things. Any particular tech I'm testing? Yes. Good question. My tech right now is Minior. We are trying out Minior over switch cards. Bet he's delighted that we bodied Arsenal in the first leg. Now to finish the job. Yeah. I'd welcome that. Serena beats Dragapult. I think we're already good into Pult. I'm playing Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm's good into Pult. This Magnemite coming down is absolutely huge. I guess I don't want to give him, like, Monkey Dory damage / energy that's more flexible, so I should just keep the energy banked on the Rolts, right? Guardy is the Bediff, I agree. Why Minior? Because it's great against control, and it's great against the Sob stuff and the more wild stuff. And unlike Switch Cart that can... Like, I can just bank Minior at any point in the game. Whereas Switch Cart, like, sometimes you just have to get rid of or can be gotten rid of by a Snorlax. Make sure I play at EUIC instead of Miraidon. What's wrong with Miraidon? I'm putting time into lots of different decks. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow, and it's likely that I'll stream either Guardy or Dragazard. I might do a Twitch poll at some point. Boss Greninja there ever correct? I don't think so. I want to hold Boss. Did I put super effective glasses in for Mirror? No. It doesn't sound like a mirror tech anyway, right? Because the retreat cost is always 0 because of this. So Minior's doing 0 in the mirror. Oh, you weren't saying for mirror, you're just saying for Minior. That's me just not reading. I can play! I can't really do anything with my bench. Now Fez can only hit the bench. And I don't mind him having the free pivot. Again, I'm just trying to trap these energies on dumb stuff, right? And also I need the space. I think we just want Mew down. I need to definitely keep one of these Nespal open. But 1 energy on Iron Hands doesn't sound terrible here. Yeah. He's probably going to start doing stuff next turn. That's pretty good. When I eventually draw an Arven for a box for a stadium. What's the best anti-Gardy technology right now? Or is it just pick a deck with an even / favorable? You think Guardy's cooked? You can never say Guardy's cooked. Plus, my deck is so fat right now. I've got 39 cards in it. That's not how Miraidon's meant to play. I'm meant to be down to 20 cards. I can be Iona railroaded at any point in this game. I will be absolutely shafted by the Ionas coming in. Or the stamp here. This is a super precarious position for me, I think. Best anti-Gardy tech. Well, we know that vacuum and jamming are pretty big, right? Jamming is kind of not like the most flexible, but it's a fairly flexible tech in that it hurts the early game sometimes, whilst also having like mid-game application. Probably that. Just play Jelly Moon over Miraidon? No. Jelly Moon's nowhere near as good as Miraidon. Took the prizes, interesting. That gives me Forest for box. Miraidon's such a spin the wheel deck. Pretending Moon isn't, though. I don't know, I think Miraidon's matchups are substantially better. If I Raichu KO this Guardian, it's just game, right? Six, 12, 18, 24, 300. So I need Generator to hit. Or Ultra Ball to draw me an energy. Ultra Ball into Mew draw. Do I want to draw an extra card with Box? Box lets me do a lot of thinning. Box get rid of Nest Boss. Feels very strange, but then I go Arven, Tool, Stadium, Ultra Ball away. Oh, then I can play the Arven, get my other Tool. Cooking. Cooked. We're fully cooked. Oh my god, I don't even need to blow up the magnet, are you kidding me? Sometimes this deck. I can blow up magnet and still Fez draw as well, so disgusting. Why not any energy on Miraidon? Don't need energy on Miraidon. I'm gonna put Minior down just in case they have any like random mobile stuff. I think it's like the only thing I lose to here. Six, 12, 18, 24, 300, like this. Streamer luck. You know I passed the first 5 turns of this game attaching to a fez, right? I'm the lucky one.
Hello.
Hello. Jack.
I'm
Sorry, I shouted Jack. I meant to shout chat. Chat, Jack's here.
Jack, chat's here.
Jack, chat.
Hello, chat. I should probably open YouTube chat as well.
If you can manage
hello.
YouTube chat, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that this week actually. Yeah, I need to do lots of things. So, and one of those things is do some play testing. So I feel like if I'm here, I can be held accountable to do some play testing.
We're back to paid actor chat again. Not again, guys. Not everyone can be a paid actor, okay? Now we got two streamers.
Let me do this and this.
If they more while stall Minior, feels bad. Does Morwell resist Fist?
Don't think so.
It doesn't, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
No resist.
normally effective.
No resist. Am I 1900 rating yet? No, I dropped some rating trying out different things off stream. I tested some Archludon yesterday and dropped about 150 on my rating.
That's no good.
That ain't good.
Archludon. Oh, I get some Lost Box. Interesting.
Do I put delay on so I don't get stream sniped? No. If someone wants to snipe, go for it. I ain't bothered. It's just a game. Plus, my superpower is top decking ways into games anyway, so they can try and stop me.
I have Forest Seal Stone, I have Double Turbo Energy, I have Sneasler. Pretty sure there's no way I don't have the donk here, right? Oh, that's the way I don't have the donk.
Jack's trying out the poison Terrapagos, for those wondering why he's talking about random cards.
Oh, it's so much fun, chat. need is Hisuian Heavy Ball. That's what I need.
This streamer is so lucky, bro. When I play Miraidon, that never happens. This streamer's this streamer is so lucky. What the?
Trolley OP. Trolley is pretty OP. Alchemy. Hisuian Heavy Ball. Oh, I priced. Oh. Lucky we donked.
Next turn I probably have to forest for box, so I'm thinking about using this Bravery Charm or not. I think I can't use the Bravery Charm here. Probably next time I'm going forest box for Area 0, go wide, rather than like Nest Ball for other stuff. Well, the Jamming Tower's ruining that.
Oh, I know what I can do in the meantime. Whilst people are taking real long turns against me, I can start building this IRL. Because I definitely do not have some of these cards.
That's crazy. Think I can still use Star Alchemy under Jamming Tower? No, that's not accurate. No shot, right?
It wouldn't. I feel like it wouldn't make sense given the whole.
Like we can't have it
Star
both
Alchemy
ways.
path to the
Yeah,
peak
yeah, we
interaction.
can't have it both ways. The path interaction was bizarre, but that's because it was coming from the tool, not the mon.
Yeah.
We can't have our cake and eat it, right?
Unless, of course, the person in chat saying you can on live because it's live.
That's also true. Philly, thanks for the follow. Kodati as well, if I missed you. Jake was talking about it on Twitter. I don't want to dispute Jake G, of course, but it does sound a little sus. You think I would know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Jamming Tower is blocking Forest. I wouldn't bet my house on it, but...
Bet my house on it.
They can monkey off the Minior damage, someone was saying. Ah, yeah. So the prods I do with Miniors doesn't get around Morwhile, it only gets around a Sob. So it was never meant to bench the Minior proactively. I had to leave a slot open. Just a random discussion that people were having earlier. Chelsea top 4. Top 5. I'd be cool to play Budgie and Miraidon. I want every slot I commit to this list to be plan A. I want no plan B in this deck. That sounds like a joke, but it's absolutely how I think Miraidon should be played. Any slots in this list that isn't dedicated to pure aggression is just trolling, in my opinion. He's V-starred and he's on a 4-card hand. I should probably just write you blow this up and keep tempo, right?
What you're saying is we need 4 Cassian and 3 boss. That is That is a way of doing plan A. It's like Lana's Aid. What on earth am I playing against?
It's gonna be a tough game.
Oh, I'm playing against the Slowking deck.
Let's go. I guess I can get rid of Bravery Charm, because they can always take a 3 prize turn over 2 attacks anyway, whether it's face damage or snipe damage now. So I think I sack it off. Take the 3 cards. Do I unit out any boys? I don't think I unit out any boys. I think we just take 3 and keep it open for Fez, maybe. Not much help.
There's an Dippity.
I suppose I'm not meant to take the other Donny out either. We're definitely in danger.
This deck definitely plays Academy at night. I should have done things different.
You think it's GG? They can still do a decent amount here. They're going to be light on resources, but this looks like a big research. Fez. Yeah, we're both heading to EUIC. Viper, how's it going?
Yeah, EUIC's kind of crept up on me a little bit. I thought that was all the time gone, Joe? I thought there was more time.
Where did all that time go?
I remember first reading Academy at Night and thinking it was Guru's ability, and then being really sad that it wasn't Guru's ability, it's just a -1. I want Guru back.
Bring it back. Looking like an Ultra Ball angle for me, and then Forest for energy if I whiff off the Mew. Ultra Ball Lati. Take out the Zard because they're running even lower on E-switches now.
You're a high skill card, yeah. It was a cool card to have. Had a lot of time for the Guru.
Do I ever tandem out another hands here? I suppose I can. These last spaces are probably best as like Fish Spot and Fez Spot, right? Although I'm not really expecting Fez to be too live anyway. I think Hands coming out is fine here. Show me lightning energy. Never lucky. Y'all never forested for a lightning energy in Miraidon before? First time? Casuals.
Now who's the lucky one?
It's okay, it wins us the game. I'm kind of having that vibe. They could still have their fourth research. Oh, they have Iono. That means they're probably not doing much this turn. But I'm not doing much next turn either. I have to just pivot my Miraidon and chill. I could high roll a generator, obviously, but we haven't. Sorry, we still have 2 generators left. Could have attached DT and saved Forest. I don't want to not be. I don't want to be below 220 though, right? I want Photon Blaster to still be like a finishing attack. Possibly right though. I know it was on my mind, but I didn't fear an Iono from them so much. And also, I want Miraidon to be like a potential closer for us. I basically next turn just need to retreat, attach to Raichu, pass, right? Or Squawk Prod. We like Squawk Prod, right?
Excuse me, chat. Binding Mochi. Cards I'm missing for this deck are going to be comical.
It's not to fast charge if I went the Raichu route. What turn are we talking about here, Halcyon? Finster, thanks for the follow. Oh, did you mean if I was going to fast, like, retreat into Raichu and fast charge? Kanto, thanks for the follow. I think the Motivate is better than charge there, right? Because he can still just power up the Drago and swing and KO Raichu, and then I'm like, that's actually probably game. Oh, you thought we were going into Raichu? No. Raichu was like our win con if he did actually get a V-Star powered up. But they had to do a weird V-Star power that put them in a weird spot. Yo, we got a gold Tina. Put it in the bin.
We got a gold Tina Bennett.
Didn't you hear? Tina's back! Jet Energy is pretty good around Budgie. Word on the street. Crispin Tina. Do I have to test that deck? I really don't want to have to test that deck.
Are you doing it one last time, Joe?
I can't. Worlds was a real
one
low.
Last ride.
Worlds was a real low. I love that I have the full Japanese Tina deck that I built. That's cool. I do like it as just a little piece of history, but... Attach DT, bench the Zapdos, still at 210. That was probably a good line. Bench the Zap instead of getting out the hands, probably correct. Chat smart. Been collecting Prismatic. I've opened a ETB and 3 boosters. Got my budgies and my Gigases and said, thank you.
Right, that's that Charizard theme deck I bought. Need the Arbans from it. Does it have Arbans? Please have Arbans.
Pretty sure there's Arbans.
Oh no, there's only 2. Oh no.
It's pretty bad. I've prized Raikou and Raichu. And I have to take Lati here instead of... that's pretty bad for me. Do I bench this Lumineon for a Forest Seal Stone target? Probably not, right? My bench is getting pretty full as well. It's fine, I hit 2 off Generator, it's all going to be okay.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so I need...
Remember all those problems I had? Doesn't matter, hit 2 off Gen.
They're gone now.
Thanks for the sub, Super Ginger Kid. Appreciate you. Retreat Zapdos just in case it's Klefki. Probably, right? I just go, I'm here, I'm Hans.
Hi, I'm Hans.
My name's Iron.
And I like hands. Oh, another Mochi.
He played Klefki, I'm a genius. Ronan could definitely be the player for EUIC if he run into Guardian Lugia every round. Probably going to be a good day. Could be decent. I'm Iron Hand, shake it. So silly. Yeah, I'll show my list now. Give me 1 sec. My name's Iron, and I like hands. This one? Looks like this one.
Right, where's the... Oh, it's on the floor because I dropped it. That's genius.
Small farm animal, thanks so much for the sub. So, Mini's mostly out of a frustration of me just facing loads of Snorlax on ladder. You can beat Snorlax. This is, I think, standardly this is a Switch cart, right? And I think Switch cart could still be the better card. I'm just experimenting with this and seeing where it's good and bad and ugly. There are times I'm holding on to generators. So in the previous format, I would hold on to generators all the time for when I could do a second tandem unit and just have maximum odds. But now with Budgie, I think you have to play them fast and loose. I think you just let them rip now. CC is criminal, Rotom superiority. CC is absolutely cracked. I'll never cut CC from this list. I'm a big believer in turn 2 Magnet. Turn 2 Magnet is usually your best way to get turn 2 hands. I go first with the deck. And even though Rotom could be useful, most of the time your board state requires you to have somehow high rolled Area 0 in order to incorporate the Rotom. So you have to have randomly drawn into Area 0 or box. Like, yes, you Squawk, and yes, you have Miraidon to get the peak, right? But I can only get Rotom out if my first tandem unit is Pika plus X, and then, sorry, Pika plus Miraidon, and then the second Miraidon can unit for V Pokemon or hands plus Rotom V, right? And that's such a specific board state that I don't think it comes off how you want it to, because normally your bench is better off as Magnet Hands. You want to still have space for Pika for when you actually do depths. You want Lati, you want Mew and Fez and all this other stuff. I think Rotom is giga bait, honestly. Even though those 3 cards can be useful. I'm not saying that 3 cards aren't very helpful. I'm saying the board position means that you are very, very tied to Area 0 and can't pull out half the Pokemon you want to pull out of the deck because you need to keep that final board space open for Pikachu for when you can depths. Which is really weird on a lot of boards, actually. Minior Hater seems cope. I don't mind changing this for Switch Cart. Like, it's probably going to be Switch Cart if I was to play this deck at the tournaments. I'm just mad at... Should I just do it now, actually? If my logic is I'm mad at Snorlax, I need to check myself anyway, right? I need to grow up a bit. We'll make that change now, actually. And just play, like, a different list. It's good to talk it out with people, because if my logic is this isn't the best card I could play, I'm just angry, then I'm being a fool. Strategic TCG, thanks for the follow. Was wondering about making Magneton thicker. I don't think you ever make it thicker, because you're never blowing up more than once. Your prize map just doesn't allow it. It's only it feels bad if you prize exactly Ton. And even then, like, you just say that you'll high roll generators in that situation, or find it in the top 50% of your prizes. As a Budew countermeasure. Torture wants second cart. I don't hate it. The thing is, we discard what we want with this list, right, Tord? Unless we start the cart, we discard everything that we want to. We're in complete control of what we play and don't play. You have to play Zapdos, Lewis, yeah. Trust me, I would like to not play the Zapdos, but it's too integral. One Squawk is playing with fire. What do you change? Like, you can go to 2 Ultra Ball and play 2 Squawk if you want to, but I don't think that's that good anyway. How's the Arch matchup? So Zapdos is part of the reason why the Arch matchup is okay. Which decks am I worried about? I don't know. Miraidon plays against itself half the games. Not that it's inconsistent, it's just that it needs a lot. It's like a high maintenance deck. At least the early turns. Future Booster not better than an option with Zapdos. Sorry, Jack. Sorry. Go on.
Sorry. I was going to say, there's a lot of weight on the generators, it feels like, now that half the time they're turned off until your opponent's ready to start racing you again.
So I tested with Luke on Friday, and I was playing the Guardy side, realizing that I can, like, hit Raikou for 200, or Iron Hands Monkey and Iron Hand... Sorry, Guardy plus Monkey and Iron Hands to 220, and then mid-game Budew, and they're just, like, weeping at that point, because they can't boss and generator to, like, reach on a Guardy, or they can't do it for an Iron Hands.
Yeah.
So as long as... It felt like whenever I got into the game as Guardy, as in, like, they didn't hands me before I could Evo or something like that, I would win as Guardy. But there were those games where, like, I've gone first, I whiffed Poffin, or, like, whatever else. Or I whiffed the Arven if I was going second, this, that, and the other. And that was me playing Klefki as well. I was still finding, like, decent amounts of losses into this. But obviously I was playing Klefki, so I felt a bit more favoured than I perhaps should, because I think more people are moving to Flutter now. How I found the Zard matchup? Well, luckily Zard Pidgeot is fake and doesn't exist anymore. I think Zard Pult could be upticking in popularity. It's at a really weird point in the format where there's enough weeks for people to try it and make a decision on it, and there are people who are just standing Charizard no matter what, so I think there will be a contingent of Zard Draggers. Zard Pidgeot is just dead, right? I'm quite afraid of Zard's Pult. What would I cut for an Iono? Why would you play Iono in this? How am I still hating on Zard? It's still the 5th most played online. Zard Pidgeot is the 5th most played deck online, and it's like the 14th best performing. I have to keep saying it because people keep playing it. And it has like a universal 30% win rate. Yes, apart from Miraidon, we're at 60%, but everything else is literally a 30%-ish win rate. I put it in my video. I put it in my video, and it was still like, I'm there just going like, please, can we move on? Zardpult seems really scary, not convinced if it works. I'm going to try and... maybe that's what I test tomorrow. Maybe Zardpult is the deck I test tomorrow. You loved it last format when I was ragging on it. I mean, I feel like I only rag on decks when I have real justification. And my justification all of last format was you're weak into the Bediff. And the Bediff is constantly, like, not only the best deck, but the best deck converting from day 1 to day 2, and then the most likely deck you're facing cuts. So if you want to win the tournament, you can't play Zard. But Zard was still getting lots of tournament results. Hydreigon post-rotation? Haven't put enough time into post-rotation to know yes or no. But, you know what I'm going to say, right?
but regardless...
Don't know how Zard is beating Miraidon. The Charm is huge. I don't think Charm is that big of a deal. They play multiple counter catchers and bosses on top of everything else, right? If it's Zard Pulp, they might play 2 CC, and that's pretty bad for you. What are the flex cards in this list? That's a good way of thinking about it. I think, so, not every list is going to play Bravery Charm. I found it really important for Dusknoir specifically, because Dusk otherwise can have a 2-attack game plan against you, where their first Dragger hits your likely Iron Hands, right? It's probably Hands for 200, and then they sprinkle onto a combination of like Squawk, Mew, Fish, any of these cards that had to be in play. And then even with Switch Cart, if they put 6 on there, or even if they like spread it out more because they have Alakazam, they can fix it if I try and play around it with a Switch Cart. But with a Bravery Charm, I stop them going Counter Catcher, another lower hit point thing, like Raikou, Raichu have to hit the board for Forest Hill Stone in a lot of situations to bail me out of like Ionos and stuff. So then they have like an easy Gust, push the Iron Hands back, that's 3 damage counters. KO the Raikou or Raichu, whilst Dusknoir popping the Squawk or Luminion or Mew that they damaged, right? So you need the Bravery Charm to stop that exact situation where they don't care that your 4 prizes up because they know that if they've attacked you once and then can Dusknoir pop, they've beaten you. Luckily, Dragapult doesn't often play Vacuum. I'd say it's pretty rare, and I think it's much more common that they'll be playing Sinnoh. So, like, the way you can checkmate them is as soon as they commit to sprinkling one of these things, you can charm that guy, and you're good. Charming the hands doesn't actually do anything, because they can still do the Alakazam and gust the hands and still do other stuff, so... The charm is definitely best on the Squawk, Fish, or Mew that you've had to put down to play the game. But, that said, if you don't respect Dusk that much, I'd love to cut Bravery Charm, because it's very niche otherwise, and it's often like you're getting it with an Arvon alongside your box or Ultra Ball just to pitch it. Thoughts on Roto Stretcher? No, you need the immediacy of Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher's just so cracked in the deck, to be honest with you. It makes Bundle better, it makes Magneton, like, allowed to be squawked away. There's a lot of situations, like against Lost Box, you literally need to Iron Hands 3 times to win that game, because you ignore Pikachu the entire set. So you have to immediately get the hands back to then like reload with Magnet or reload with generators, and just forcing yourself to have that extra piece with a rod, like it has to combine with a Ball Search. It just doesn't fly because you're going to be sat on low hand sizes. You need the immediacy. Jamming Tower is common, but not for the matchup that I just outlined, right? I don't care that Bravery is blocked by a bunch of other stuff. Like I said, I'm pitching it in most situations. Like, I'm not trying to do it on, like, against an Archaludon, for example. Like, maybe I throw it down just so I can Mew or whatever, but normally it's going to be fodder for other stuff. So I haven't really answered the question of what's flexible yet, have I? I think all the Pokemon are locked in. I don't think you're allowed to cut any of them, which sucks. I think you can cut Counter Catcher, but I really don't like it just for how I play the deck. In that I look to Magnet really often and early because I don't trust my own generators, so that's the fallback that you can like draw into Lightning Energies, Ultra Ball them or box them away, and then you've got the guarantee. I don't think the thing is, yeah, so if you want to play the 4th boss, that's not saving you a space, you're just flip-flopping CC for boss. So you can just do that. But when I played this in I know it's a different format obviously, but I found myself counter-catching like a lot, to be honest. Rescue Board, I don't think Rescue Board's a cut. Rescue Board really adds to your turn 2 attack potential. So I'd still good trust. I got trust issues. 15 lightning is minimum. Yeah, I don't think there's an energy space, honestly. Like, realistically, the count is Ultra Ball, right? You can cut Ultra Ball. Nah, it's never nest over Ultra either. I mean, I know a lot of the time you're nesting to Squawk and the hand goes regardless, but Nest is still more valuable than Ultra. I know a lot of Miraidons do play to Ultra. So as much as I agree that more cart good, I don't know if I have space. The top cut EUIC Wizard want an apology. I'll make that bet. I don't know, the deck generally feels very, very tight. Maybe it's because I've played this like so much more than other decks that I feel much more attached to cards and their utility. But we're already like skimping out on everything, right? Everything's one-offs apart from the Ball Search that plays us the game or generators. It is good for Mew value, I agree with that, Max, but... And obviously it's good for the Ton as well. What matchup is Zapdos helping? So I don't think you ever beat Archludon without Zapdos. Then it also has the benefit of like allowing Miraidon to knock out Terapagos, and it allows Raichu to KO Guardy for 1 less energy. And it's also an attacker into Mimikyu, which we otherwise wouldn't have. So it's like, it's in here for Arch, but then has all these other applications. I played without Zapdos at a tournament in Stuttgart, and I really regretted it. Like, I lost to a Snorlax, obviously, which is one of the things, but just throughout the weekend, I know that it would have been easier had I had a Zapdos. So ultimately, I don't see much space.
I don't know. I was going to say I don't know if you've actually.
I didn't answer the question, did I?
We've had a great discussion.
We've had a great discussion why this list is how it is.
And
I've not come up with any solutions.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
This was all in response to Tord saying play 2 cart. I'd love to hear his cut.
He's gone. He's definitely.
Of course he has. Of course he has.
He's gone.
He's just cracking up at me pulling my hair out over 1 slot.
He's back to playing Guardy perfectly, not worrying about...
Yawn, I guess I'll just play more while. Just don't squawk it away, forehead. Can't we all just play Arctina Bibarrel? I found 4 spaces in that deck. I played Shoes last EUIC. That was so chill.
Shoes.
I was like, I can't even put 60 good cards in this deck. Can't get rid of you that easy.
Oh, I have this Master Ball Budew I can use. That's genius.
That is Pog. I think right now, Bravery Charm has to be like the most niche card. But it has the utility of being an extra Arven target that can always be instantly thinned. So that's probably the real answer. If we want to play 2 card, it's probably just Bravery out. But I'd be fuming if I faced Draga Dusknoirs that just exploit correctly the situation. I'll be like, they've played perfectly, and I knew I could get around this, but
If only that charm on my desk wasn't on my desk.
I agree, Thief. That's part of the reason why we like the charm. Because you don't really sack off rescue board too often unless you've randomly drawn into the Lati early. And, oh, hold on, are they dying? A Guardy that chose first? Hello?
You need to adjust your screen again, by the way, because it's super zoomed.
Oh, I'm still on... Yeah. Cheers. They can't see how likely I am to donk this kid.
I don't know whether the view deck widget works anymore. Okay, I think we need to update it.
Okay. No Mew draw, it's game. It's game, guys. I don't want to Mew Squawk fleet-footed when it's just game. You guys stick around to BM, huh? I see you, Tim Rocket. Appropriate name. Not casting EUIC? Nah, they didn't ask me. Sad. So I got to play it. To be fair, they didn't ask me last year either. There are too many blooming, talented people out there taking my job. Kind of surprised Bert is taking off so much casting. I mean, he's unique, right? He's a phenomenon. No one can do what he does.
He's pretty good.
done many cups this season? I've played in 2. Don't worry, Tim. You're good. You're good. You're good. I'm just trolling.
No one can get away with what he wears either. Good point.
Facts.
He's got a great wardrobe.
Oh, Miraidon. Never change. Free matchup for Lugia. Looking like it from this position. No chops yet. Smile. You guys are debating the booster. I see. Over the zap. Booster and zap? I just said how I can't make space for integral consistency cards, so I have less hands like this. Do you think I'm fitting a booster and a zap? Booster over the charm. Yeah, that's reasonable. We're in danger. It's fine. This is the auto loss anyway. I'm hiding again.
Don't tell him, don't tell him.
We're so back. Oh, for God's sake. Any believers?
I love me some Miraidon before bedtime.
Toxic as hell.
That's just nasty.
Not everyone can afford your masterclass, Todd. Some of us has to sit here in the dark like cavemen figuring it out ourselves, alright?
Shuffling stone tablets instead of cardboard.
Like the caveman I am.
It's only Pokemon where I can think for hours about one card switch in a deck.
That's
That one card could make or break your run.
Oh, don't say that.
Just one decision, Joe.
This one decision right now that's happening.
Do you or don't you commit to the dawn? At least with Don, you have the luxury of knowing you've played it before at big events. That's always a nice feeling. No, Jack, he's committed to Ceruledge. We established this last stream. I might not have been in here last stream, but I did watch last stream. And I did then subsequently hear Joe's rant when he came into Discord after the last stream.
Doesn't sound like me.
Saying Ceruledge is fake, I believe, was the
What?
rhetoric.
The rhetoric.
Good word, isn't it?
Like I'm lying. like it's
Like it's not fake.
like it's you're saying it's not fake, is what you're saying.
Not the Ceruledge slander.
Easiest switch cart of our lives. If we played 2, we'd have better odds right now.
And that is a fact.
So close. Sad. Grimace every time I play Generator. We're hitting generators. To be fair, there is a part of me being like, this deck's matchups are so incredibly insane, and it's still only the 9th best performing, or whatever it is, like 8th best performing. There must be something wrong with this deck. It's the 5 energy hands, you get 25%. Thing is, I've played Ceruledge, and Ceruledge brick potential has been seemingly less than Miraidon. I don't get it. I'm playing 19 energy in Ceruledge and getting away with it somehow. Is it all just Pokestop diff? Is Pokestop
It
that
could be.
busted?
Pokestop does probably net draw you like close to 10 cards a game.
Mm. What if we had stop to Miraidon? We're doing it wrong. Pokestop diff. I'm going to say something dumb. I love starting the conversation with that. I'm just gonna. This will be dumb, but go with me.
I love the honesty as well. Just
Yeah.
Hi, I'm gonna say something dumb right now.
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring, but do be aware it's dumb. Can we all agree on that before we carry on this conversation?
It still looks pretty winnable.
Don't give me hope, Jack Old. Thanks for the follow, Noxie. Played Blood Moon in Miraidon for some time. Do I wish I had one for the crutch of bad energy management? Nah, I get it. I completely get it. But there's a lot of situations where the Blood Moon math won't be your finisher. A lot of the time, your finisher will be a massive Raichu that has to be bigger. Or a Hands Gust. Like a really good amount of times, I think. And it's negligible because you can also just have a Don powered up anyway. Plus, like, the real thing that I'm yearning for, every time I see something that's not already in my list in a Miraidon deck, I'm just telling myself it could be an Ultra Ball. It could be an extra Ultra Ball that plays the game, and the more Miraidon gets to play the game, the more cracked it is. Like, you just gotta go back to your roots. Realistically, you want double Ball Search every opening hand, so you can get Miraidon uniting and Squawk, right? Speaking of Blood Moon, pretty sure that's how they close. Yeah, I mean, we're way behind in this game. This game was cursed from turn 1, right? Cut Zapdos Charm Cart for Ball Search. Easy peasy. We've been over this. We've done this. They really don't need Blood Moon either. They can just find a boss at any point. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't think they've played any yet. Well, they played one. Flipping first because I can play Arvalin in my deck of items. I mean, it may as well be this, right? Because any Gust beats me at this point. No! They're in my bottom 3? It's over!
Oh, that's sad.
Let's be honest, we lose the game every time anyway. $70-30 Lugia favoured. I know my friend's going to really enjoy this story. Luke Kirkham, may have heard of him. Played Miraidon to a cup, lost to Lugia in Swiss, got to finals, lost to the same Lugia in finals. Best of 3, by the way. And then because I was just lolling at the idea of that, he had to tell me how it's actually like a close matchup and you have got to respect this, that and the other. And I was just like, my ears are closed. I get that Miraidon can brick. You don't have to describe all the intricacies of what a Lugia player can do. It's like, I know Blood Moon exists. I know that the legacy exists. I know how to play this game. You don't have to you don't have to spell out what happened. I accept that you just got unlucky. It's actually close. Trust. You gotta trust me. Please trust me. Trust me, please trust me. I don't think I go peek here. I think I just do this. Keep my forest open. Rigged! Not Night Stretcher, please. Okay. Rigged! It's over! If this was Lugia, we'd lose right now. This is why we're playing towards... this is where we play towards Magnet, right? I missed 2 gens, but because I benched a Magnet turn 1 and I've now drawn a DTE, I'm still right in the mix. I've even drawn the Night Stretcher to hand, which we didn't need, but... play gen? Question mark? Yeah, there's Buddy about, right? Watch out, Buddy's about. Okay, we're back. Now I don't need to play the Night Stretcher. Question is, I could play it proactively in case they randomly Budu, and that means I can -1 for a restart draw, possibly next turn. Is Night Stretcher always Magnet here? I think it is always Magnet, honestly. The only debate is if they do another random, like... Yeah, I think it's always Magnet here. There's actually an argument for me to retreat into Iron Hands here, just in case they Budu or Teleportation Burst, so then it makes it harder for them to do like a Guardy Monkey play on the hands later. How Galaxy Brain is that? Am I just overthinking at that point? Probably.
Galaxy Brain.
Iron Hands is so unfair, please ban. But what did it cost? 3 gens. Everything. Overthinking with Miraidon is an oxymoron. Rude. I am playing EUIC. Davi. Doesn't matter, it won me the game. If they Evo, they're playing the game. Or, if you use the Joe Bernard Omnipoke list that plays Rare Candy and Guardy, you're allowed to whiff Evo and still play the game.
Busted!
Oh, grow up, it's over. No, I promise you, Guardy only needs to Evo here to be in the game. Rare Candy is awful in Guardy. I think that's pretty limited. You just Budu if you whiff Evo. If he Budus me here after whiffing Evo, then he 100% loses the game with no candy in his list. It's still so losable. I'd really like to be attaching energy. I'm not saying you play Candy just to beat Miraidon. Did I ever say that? I said that they lose here 100% of the time if they Budu'd and didn't Evo, right? So hard to fit Candy. I mean, that's true. I agree. Budu in most situations will buy you a turn. I don't agree with that either. I'm at 15 Lightning, 1 DTE. Like, the majority of the decks in formats are, like, the majority of the best decks in the format are the best decks because they can handle an early buddy. Like, that's the whole point of the way we've built all the decks. With Lance, with other Evos, with, you know, Archludon and Ceruledge, which, like, you'll scoff at, but they're the top 5 performing decks right now, and people will play them at EUIC, no doubt.
The Arch.
Like, sure, Lugia you buy time, because they just end up reading, rather than handsing you. Seems too high roll. But the candy, again, the candy's not only for return to buddy, I missed Evo, I can still do stuff. Like, yes, that's the high roll from that situation, but also it's in there for so many other situations. In a mirror, when your opponent is constantly targeting a Curlier return, you have a Ralts now that you can candy into Guardian, keep a Curlier on board that was already on board. Like, there's a lot of situations. Candy without box sucks. I mean, you still have tutor for it with full freaking Arvid in your deck, so it's not that much worse. A box makes it a bit better, right? Because you can, like, Arven the vessel first, then box the candy. So I hear what you're saying, but... Candy's great, you can even discard it with refinement. That's true. I mean, the argument worked for Cool Bell Guardy, and that got a placement, so...
Cool Bell.
Noah MP3, thanks for following. Miss Zelda, you're enjoying the Arch. Yeah, definitely a benefit to the Arch is bopping Budoos with ease. Just hard draw Arven Trolley. 1/1 Chinchilla needs Weird Ear? Yeah, probably. You're only buying one space, Halcyon. Why are they attacking with Guardy here? They have to, right? So I have hands. They're forcing boss or forcing me to V-Star for boss. It's pretty good move, I think.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I really want to, like, bundle here. What can I do? I need to save Magnet for my next hands, because I only have one generator left. I do probably want to Area 0. Attach Active is fine. Mewfold 2. That's pretty good. Ah, is the switch card a bait? If I play the switch card, then I can get trapped. Funny, interesting. I think Cart's bait here. Cart keeps Forest alive though, right? I don't know. Maybe this is just greedy and opens up Lost Con. You don't like this? How common is Mawile in Guardy, guys? Everyone's going mad, but how common is it?
Fate. It's all fate.
I'm gonna look at the Trainer Hill data because I think it's like 25% tops. Plus, like, they have no draw. I know they only need a ball search, but like, it's not Poffinable. So they need to have like an Ultra Ball in hand. Tord's smiling right now. Get a grip, Tord. You just want me to make a cut to make my deck worse.
I know what you're up to.
I'm going to use the stats, okay? We'll let the stats decide if I misplayed or not. That's never a good thing. Am I looking at
It's fine. It just means it's categorical, right? If you did misplay, then there's no no arguing it.
I'll go. Shall I go upper 50% or shall I go for top 8 Guardies? I'm gonna go for top 8 Guardies. Because in theory, it's the good lists of Guardia, right?
You'd think.
23.2%. I told you I was a genius. I looked at this data earlier. You guys are really playing around 23.2% of Guardies right now. Get a grip. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Oh yeah, I can. I was like, wait, my DTE buggers me, but there's a blue guy right here.
Imagine after all that.
There's also Zapdos. You're right. I was marginally distracted. I was trying to pull up this Trainer Hill data for everyone. That's not helping. Damn it.
Right, I appreciate I haven't really been here for the past 20 minutes or so, but I'm going to go and build this deck IRL, so I'm going to dip chat, but I'll be here in the chat rather than the voice chat. Enjoy some more Miraidon.
Alright, so cheers. There are 69 Gardevoirs that have been top 8 or better since the 18th of Jan, which was the start of this new format. As you can see, the skeleton is 59 cards, so there is space for a 60th card. I will say that much. But Budu, 58%. Most people are telling me to play around Budu, and most people would be right to, because it's very statistically significant. I also believe that Mirror will be the highest priority matchup going into EUIC, so I believe Cresselia is going to be upticking in popularity. And likely that's why Flutter is more played than Klefki right now, as another soft Mirror style card that still adds disruption. And then there's Mawile. And Mawile's obviously, again, like multifaceted, good card. Did well in the most recent list, right? If we go to... I should do this in another tab before I muck myself up. So obviously Henry Chow's winning list did play Mawile. But like, people aren't just going to net deck this exact 60. People are thinking they need to play around Jamming Tower now, so want an extra stadium card. People are thinking that 2 may be less valuable than Mirror Tech. And then Mawile is easily like a Budu slot sometimes, I think, right? And how many people do you think is still going to stick with Irida? You know, these sorts of things are the debates. Don't you think? So, I think in a lot of situations I'm not playing that card there, but exactly to save me from losing my Raikou to Monkey Dory to play around Iono is my most winning play there, right? Surely. I'm saying I'm playing Miraidon at EUIC. No, I'm just trying to justify the reason why I chose to cart there and why I think it was probably the most winning play. Miraidon's high on my considerations. Definitely high on my considerations. Like, it's the last deck I played to a major. I'm very comfortable with the deck. And the simple metagaming logic is there, is that it's good into 2 of the big 3. I expect Guardy to be the most popular. I expect a decent amount of Lugia. I'm currently playing Bravery Charm, so Dragapult Dusk is okay. Like, it's simple logic. Haven't I gone from a 95% chance of winning to 77 just for using Switch Cut there? I don't think so, Max, because they go Monkey KO in their best case scenario there, if they're not Mowiling me. Also, it's not like a 95 to 77. You're saying it's 77 because of the 23? And you think I'm winning 95% of the time there whilst expecting to lose Forest. The thing is, I lose Forest, I get Guardy prodded, then the following turn, I'm usually from an INO left with a useless hand, right? I have 1 boss left in deck and it's very unlikely that I get that, right? Or maybe I can Ultra Ball Fish, so there's like 3 outs maybe in the deck. Even with Mew Draw, that's not a lot. Sure, they didn't have draw, but they could easily have Iono in that hand, right? They could easily have Iono in that hand. And all it takes is Iono Dark Energy for them to be in a decent spot again. Because the following turn, they could Monkey Dory the 190 damage hands, and then Budgie finish it off, and then I'm locked out of my Ball Search win conditions. My hands is gone, I've got to reload of hands, and I have to randomly just get, like, Area 0 so I can get Pikachu out so I can do all this other stuff, right? I don't know. I think I was high... I mean, with Forest, I'm really high odds to win there, and I think that's, like... Yeah, but Magneton's not everything. Magneton's only live if I have Area 0, right? Oh no, because I would have space then. You're right, you're right, you're right. Maybe it was higher odds to not play Cart there. But also, like... Am I really playing around 23%? Maybe I'm wrong not to. Like, if I'm against Henry Chow, I'm not playing that card, but... If I'm on random ladder, 23%, it's like saying you're going to play around like a Weird Ear in Lugia or something. I feel like I'll do it when it suits me, but not like gonna do backflips to do that. I do blind first with Don, yeah. I like early game attachments. A +1 energy card is so good, in my opinion, for how much you play with hands. I know a lot of decks do like going second, so there is a bit of like, I'm letting them do what they want to do, which is kind of sus, I suppose. But, I mean, this is a hand where I just don't have energy, which is a bit weird, but my hand's just bad generally here. Another game where we bricked against Lugia. Imagine if you had Rotom. I've already made the argument for why there's no space in the deck list. I made the argument of how few situations allow a Rotom to be good, in addition to physical space in the deck. Busted extra energy attachment, I know, I know. We tried, fellas, we tried. Bolt have any place in this format? I don't think so. This hand is pretty sad, yeah, I agree. We have 2 draws, we have 2 draws. I was a game down, Dilemma of Switch Cut. I would make the play even more frequently if I was a game down, because I want to finish the set in time, and that's the fastest way for me to win in 2 turns, right? That's me sitting on board saying I checkmate unless I lose exactly to Mawile. So I'd be even more incentivized to make that play if I was a game down. Because I'm reducing the amount of turns for me to win the set. Dramatically, actually. I think I do it every single time if I'm a game down in that position. Game up, a better scenario, then it's closer. Then if I'm a game up, then I'm playing cautious. I'm playing not to lose at that point. That actually is a big difference. Up or down there. Am I just ultra balling away boss board, drawing 3 with Mew? Hello, Rob. How are you? Forest Ultra Ball for magnets, perhaps? Fleet-footed. Ultra Ball away to Lightning, Magnet, Bundle. Take my first 2. Lose out on Magnet, lose out on Draw. Hold on tight for generators for the rest of the game. Probably, honestly. Or do I take box here, actually? Box 3, take generator to hand. Nest Ball for the bundle. Probably that. Next turn, armor for another generator. Feels kind of bad. But I think it's where we're at. I'm so sad that I've not been able to turn attach this game. So weird. We're just on ladder right now. Online randoms. They're never playing Ino here, right? Because they need the discard. They need to, like, Jack, or they need to do something else. I want to save the gen for when it's safer. Guardi players will beat you by repeatedly using Morwell. We've already had this whole debate, right? 23% of Guardies. And I would argue likely dropping, actually. It may be risky to make that argument. But I would argue that percentage is dropping in favor of having mirror... mirror text for Guardi. Plus we still play one cart, right? Flutter Lati is nowhere near as much of a checkmate. Luke is doing what it's got to do. Classic. Mr. Trigon, thanks for the follow. Tay, thanks for the follow. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, maybe there's nefarious Gardevoir players rubbing their hands right now that I'm saying openly that I think people will cut Morwell. Miss Zelda, thanks for the follow. But I think if I'm there night before EUIC, knowing that there's all this hype for Lugia where Morwell's dead and Guardi where Morwell's dead, because there's been 2 Churro in lists and 1 Churro is like not a high priority play in the mirror too often, I would say. I'm playing Blocklats and Guardi. It'll be fine into Pulse. I did the same logic it did for Zard. I just don't expect the player base to add a card that doesn't help most likely the 2 most popular matchups, because I think there's generally there's more cynicism in the West around Dragapult than there is in Japan, and I believe the format is going to formulate more around Lugia Guardi than it will for Dragapult, unless you're combining Dragadusk and Dragazard. Maybe I'm taking the temperature wrong, but Thoughts on the Totodile deck around Japan right now? The Totodile deck's pretty cool. One of my friends has already sleeved it up, built it up. I haven't played any of it yet, or against it. If Guardians the Bediff are all agreeing it, there's no way good Guardians are going to fall to a turn 2 hands. Well, how popular do you think Miraidon's going to be? Is Miraidon going to take the... Pre-EUIC, do you think Miraidon's going to take the same meta share that, like, pre-NAIC a Raging Bolt took? I don't know. I think people are skeptical of hands. Prop and Dreams, how's it going? I don't know. I don't see Miraidon getting above 10%. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Tiger Woodstra, thanks for following. How does Miraidon feel on ladder? We've had some really dirt games with it today. Jessrat, thanks for following. Like, whenever you, I don't think anyone's going to be filled with confidence by the games I've had with it today. In the games I've had with it today, my generator's been good, but the deck's just been bricking and bizarre in other spots, right? I agree with you, Halcyon. I think those three are going to be popular, and the only deck's probably above 10% in my opinion. Big Ostino, thanks for following. Like, maybe, like, next week there's going to be some metaphys that come out that adapt lists somewhat. Like, that would be the last thing I'd think about. Of, like, perhaps shifts, but... The format's a lot more narrow than people think. Yeah, honestly, I think there's not a huge amount of viable decks. I think that as well right now. I think we've come out of this crazy unicorn format where generally you could play a lot. And I think that's going to be much more limited this time. This guy's pretty cool. Convince Rob that Reggie Alecki VMAX is still good. Tough sell, tough sell. How's the Arch matchup? For Dom, not great. You got to be firing on all cylinders against Arch. You have to Iron Hands with Zapdos out, and it has to be all basic energy to KO Arches. Luckily, the Arch deck is pretty bricky without Fez and Greninja, and those are like workarounds. So you you can be getting handsy as much as possible, and obviously they can't KO hands. So if you get that early hands in time, I think you do pretty well, but it relies a lot on you doing everything on turn 2 going first. Your turn 1 going second, or on turn 2 if you've chosen first, and I opt first with this deck. What I've said about the Arch matchup push you over the edge. Palafin Poison, hear me out. I really don't want to put down Lati, honestly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Maybe I can. I obviously can't blow up Magnet because then they can hand Squawk. Drawing energy changes so much as well, actually. Now I think it's Fleet-footed for box fodder and hold my bench. That's annoying. Let's have a look at the deck. I'm pretty sure I'm not pulling any Mons out here. I might be discarding Magneton if Night Stretch is still here. Night Stretch is here, so I guess I'm discarding that. This. Taking Arven, taking Jen, taking this. Sorry, we're not taking Forest, we're taking this. Oh, it is just so cursed that I have to... Maybe it's just... Oh, I can't... Oh, yeah, I can do both, right? I can Arven for Rescue Board, hold Lati in hand. Yeah. We're doing as much as we can. Good news, they didn't Magnet. Bad news, they've only played one Gen. You think I need to take boss here? I needed the Arven for the rescue that turn though, right? For math. 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, I need to stop the ASMR shuffling. Sorry, I've just seen the YouTube comments. Sorry. Does anyone else just have like the mankiest sleeves known to man that have been... I've just got random like Japanese bulk cards in sleeves just so I can shuffle. Just me? Just my autism? They are in the think tank right now. Not sure if it counts. Shopping fog and drinking around the blue TC bottle. It feels personal, but I don't know. I appreciate it. What a shill I am. What you got then for me, buddy? Braverying back. The reverse bravery charm play. I see. The magnet. It's Big Peak. The play worked, guys. That feeling when it works. But because I've prized Pika, I can't thin very well here. I wanted to thin, but I can't. I think I just get rid of bundle, right? I want these spaces to be Lati Mew, right? And then just generator hits, and then everything's good. Ah, bundle can sit in hand. Can he? I take peak off prizes 50-50. Yeah. 8 in a 25 card deck. We like those odds, right? Huge. Am I overthinking just not chasing energy here? My debate was this, right? Take it while the damage is there. But I think it's fine. Alright, this makes life good. But do a net positive or negative for the game, in my opinion. I think net positive. It's probably going to lead to some feels bad elements. But ultimately, I think it's a skill testing card. Or skill expressive card. Outside of the cheesy, I have nothing else to do, I guess I'm using Budu. Oh, it worked. Huh, I guess I'm Buduing for like ages now while I get completely set up. Like, those are a fraction of the games. Compared to the games that you can like weave it in mid-game and punish a specific board state that can get you like a turn to wiggle and do stuff. And I hate Dust Noir, so... Just because Quad Candy Dusk was a thing. Yeah, like in my ideal world, there's no Dust Noir and there's no Budu. But I guess if we gotta have one, we gotta have the other. There's no Fez in yours either. Yeah, that's a good one. Shroud of Fable did a lot to hurt the game, honestly. It made Pokestop Night Stretcher like crazy, stupid gymnastics with deck lists. Dustoir was disgusting. Fez was disgusting. Like, take us back to NAIC format. That was a pretty sweet format, I thought. Is 50 hit point Magnemite worth the risk with Pult and Clops existing? The 50 and 60 doesn't matter in terms of Pult. The Clops is maybe more of an argument. I've said it a bunch already tonight, though, that I opt first with the deck, which is, like, part of my decision already. Part of my logic. I'm not going to Miraidon, I need board space for fish, right? Oh, I could have still Miraidon because I had the freaking bundle in hand. Never punished. Bad logic there, I should have thinned this Raichu instead of drawing into it. Should have been punished. But yeah, I mean, it's weird because I have been bailed out. This Magnemite has bailed me out against Iron Thorns before. And just generally, if you don't have your optimal line, it is still a really good one-prize attack. For those of you who don't know, it's Squawk Ability for 0 damage. So you get those 2 energy banked onto a Miraidon. So this is like a good fallback play as well. I really value this attack, actually. First game you tried it, died to a Dusclops, never used it again. It took me about half an hour to find it from bulk as well, so that's part of the reason why I use it as well. Have I tried the Iridate version of the deck too? Of Miraidon? I actually played a 2-2... I can show you the list I played at Stuttgart. I just typed in Miraidon instead of Joe. This is my top 128 Stuttgart list. This was... What format was this? This was Surging Sparks meta. So pre some stuff. But I did play I played 2 Irida, actually. I played the 2-2 split with the Greninja. I think Greninja's the real sell to the Irida list, and obviously I don't have Greninja in the list anymore. I had the beautiful, clean, gorgeous Quad Ultra. I didn't play any Switch Cart because I didn't want to play around the 0% of Guardy playing Morwell at the time. No, it was more than... it's probably like a 15% Guardy of Guardies played Morwell. But Guardy was admittedly far less popular. This was basically Landon Kettler's list, but minus Boss plus Ultra Ball, something similar to that. Bates was playing Ninja, which is bad. Ninja does unlock the Magnemite a little bit more. I don't know, I liked Greninja. He's never bad, like, you see him in the opening and he's always live, basically, right? Unless it was that turn 1 that I had just earlier. But yeah, I did like the 2 Irida. I think, like, at most you can play 1 Irida in the list now, but the main reason to just go Quad Arven is those situations where you can Arven for Box plus Tool, then Box for the other Forest. Like, Rescue Board and Forest as 2 massive tools to find turn 1 going second. So you can launch that attack without having to use an extra Ball Search on a Lati. It means you can use Ball Search on all your other stuff. And, like, you need a lot. You need Squawk, you want Miraidon to get the chaps. Oftentimes you need to get, like, Mew down for a bit of extra draw power. Like, you want to have Pikachu in the mix, all that other stuff. So, like, on the list of priorities, Nestor Ultra for Lati, not a high priority. So the Arven is, like, really, really high priority. This is my top 128 list. Would have been better as well if I didn't misplay against the Terapagos, but would have been in cash probably. But I made a mistake. And I hit like one of the 3 lacks in day 2 as well. 3. If I played the Zapdos, I would have beaten that lax as well, I think. Thoughts on Arch Sizzle this format. Played it at locals today and it felt pretty good. Tell me the logic for the Sizzle versus Dialga. Like, why should I play that over Dialga? Because I'm pretty bullish on Dialga. I think Dialga's crazy. iCup, yeah, we were talking about Minior at the start of the stream, actually. We've changed it for a cart right now, but didn't even try and snipe. Just kind of happened. Didn't even try and snipe. Flips over Glimmora. We're so back. That's card draw right there. I would like to fast charge here, because Raichu is pretty crackers against his deck. But the hand is so bad I'd want to Raikou, right? I can still generate it to Raichu. We just need the cards. How you know you don't play Bolt? How you know? Well, with this hand, if you play Bolt, I've just lost on the spot, so we'll play like you're not playing Bolt. I have 2 Vs in play. I could Bravery Charm Raikou right now. But if I want to box next turn, I might need it for the discard synergy with Arven. I could be doing that Arven for box for the other tool play next turn. We were just talking about. Bravery is so good to play around Kyurem as well if it isn't Bolt. I think we just hedge that it's Drago. Is Drago still Bidif? Yes or yes? He's definitely not stream sniping, guys. He Iono'd us. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate you, man. Squawk-a-da-billy. Now that's an interesting... okay, they're going to motivate and give me the 2 prizes straight away. That's an interesting line. I guess they go Radzard here and power up Radzard and say... Intriguing. Yeah, I wish. Okay. Just to play the generators proactively there, even though I'd really like to hold them, because they're pretty likely to just V-Star power for Iona next turn, I would imagine. Their ideal situation is Prime Raichu. Deal with it, right? Probably. Jamming the forest would be good as well if they can bounce Stadium. Lucky Steak, thanks so much for the follow. I can show the list after the game. I don't have my commands and stuff set up. Fake streamer. Yeah, it's not you, it's me not having stuff that works. Surely you won't get double Kierumed. I've still got Bravery Charm, right? You can't make that play when I haven't commit Charm or Cart. I heard that. P-Roy. Yo, thanks for the sub. J-Menetre. How am I pronouncing this? Tell me how to pronounce your name. Should be also in for the Dawn. They had a pretty weak start, so this is decent for us, for sure. Playing my box Ceruledge list, a Tomb and Sinnoh tech's worth playing, and which is better? Tomb's reasonable. I don't think you need Sinnoh, but I think Tomb is reasonable. I have a tandem unity? Probably not, right? I think I just keep the space open for other stuff. Tomb has the issue of shutting down your Luminion. That's true, actually. Sinnoh is searchable off the box. Thing is, I'm so bullish on Pokestops in Ceruledge that that's why I'm a bit colder on that idea, but... yeah, shutting down your own fish is rough, though. Having the fish as a night stretcher target most of the game is like such a nice peace of mind. It's tough. It's tough. I think that's one of those play, test, and see kind of ideas. I get it though, Lugia's rough, so it might just be worth. Dilly, we're probably getting an Iono here, right? Their best play is Iono Radzard. Let's see if they can make that happen. Or I suppose they could do like Iono plus some other stuff. Churro Mew is good as well here. I now have to Night Stretcher, recover Raichu, and use it with Generator. It should be fine though. I know it looks like I'm BMing, but I need to draw with Mew first. Uh-oh. Four and a 13 card deck, 2 pops. We got that. Six, 12, 18, 24, yeah. They had a rough start. What are you gonna do? I think one more game. What's our group think on Miraidon? I don't think we've been that in control of a lot of our games, to be honest with you. Is that just me? I feel like we've had a lot of just cold opens. Go fast, Burt, or lose. I agree. Like you're trying to run for a brick wall over and over again. Good old Iron Hands. You think loses to Gardy? I think it's pretty close. Prize both Miraidons? That's so sad. Miraidon's my thinning tool and how I get a magnet down this turn. That's so sad. Now I can't magnet. Yikes. We say big yikes to that one. Such a good hands to just get magnet hands down. Best hand around despite streaming Miraidon. I'm going to stream tomorrow, definitely. I think it's either going to be Gardy or Dragazard. Should I do a poll quickly before we head out? Let me see if I can do this. Manage poll. Here we go. New poll. Hold on, I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this, don't worry. Oh, he pressed Mew as well? I didn't even notice that. Why am I not... I could have gone heavy. Why didn't I just not check? That's so embarrassing. Okay. That one's on me, guys. That one's on me. This is not lit. This is not your average Miraidon game. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Right, I'm doing a poll. The poll is for tomorrow's stream. What deck you want me to play? What's the idea between not using Generator this turn? Wasn't worried about item locking. I mean, I was worried about item locking, but I also just thought my odds were so low when I've thinned so few cards out my deck that it's basically a dead card anyway. Like, I saw it as essentially dead in both situations. I should have gone heavy ball there. Yeah, I'm silly. Average Jesse Parker Miraidon. It's a dead heat. We need your votes, guys. We need your votes. Otherwise, I'm apparently jumping between Dragazard, Lugia, and Clorf. I'm gonna have to run it again. That's not bad. Do not play the switch card. Are we gonna have the switch cart debate again, guys? Guys, remember the switch cart debate? Guys, member? You member, right? This game is so cooked. What won the poll? I didn't even see. How do I check? I'm playing Lugia tomorrow. What do you... Are you guys okay? Do we need to talk? That poll was meant to give you the illusion of free choice when I was going to play Guardi. Why did I have it as an option? A Terrapagos Noctowl Lugia? Probably not going to be testing that one, I'll be honest with you, Snoopy. I'm just going to come out and say I'm not going to test that one. Sequencing lessons from Sensei, that's wild. Blender Lugia. I think I'm going to be sick. Might call in sick tomorrow. Lugia stream. Guess I'm calling in sick. Please don't blender Lugia. Sad face. Edwin, yeah, I'm playing EUIC. Oh, the music stopped. Guess I'm going back to the top. Lasted 2.5 hours, that's pretty good. Did someone order an Iron Thorns scoop? That's actually pretty annoying, because that's one of our best draws otherwise. But this has to be Ultra Ball Fish boss, right? I just don't see another way. Oh yeah, Nest Ball's actually bad, so I still don't have the Mew. Yeah. We've done that chapter. There is currently no amp target. I still have Night Stretcher for the Zapdos I just had to pitch. I play Stretcher. You got to play Stretcher's too important. You need the immediate. You need it right there and then. You gotta just kind of have it. We don't have time to rod and reload. It's fake. If you discard your energy, you magnet them back. Derp. Thinking. Give me time. Give me a moment. This freaking Mew prize has scuffed me so hard. If I just... Oh, the Heavy's prize as well? That's funny, actually. Y'all ever seen a 4 energy retreat Iron Hands? You think it's bundle arm press there? I don't love that. I think I need the card and box. Card, box. Bundle, if they send up Monkey, I win. Thinking. Zapdos is in the bin, so I don't think that's true. Unless I'm blind. I think we're taking card here. Bait 'em. Just bait 'em. Card to unlock box. Thoughts? I don't know what the Tom does. Thinking. Brain too small, not enough think. They're BMing when I need to think. So rude. I think this is the best play I can do. It's not a great play, I'll tell you that much. And we very likely lose here just from second monkey. Anyway. I need to hit exactly 3 off Fez. They have no draw. We have no draw. Why move only the turn? Ah, you know. Well, with Fez, we have hope. Do I ever Miraidon stuff out and just draw 3, hope that one card's good into a fodder? No, because I need boss and energy, right? So I can't do Miraidon 0. I could bundle now and still Miraidon 1 and just Fez. I mean, he always goes Screamtail, right? But what if he doesn't? I don't want to Don Pikachu, then Area Zero the Fez, because I need. It depends what the 3 cards I need, right? I need still fodder for the Ultra Ball, so I can't play my hand down because I need Energy and Boss. I think I have to Miraidon for second hands anyway here, because I might just randomly high roll generators. And draw like Lati maybe. Oh, that doesn't make sense either. We'll just Din Peak then, I suppose, in case I do get the utility to do that stuff. Countercatcher will be live as well. It's not just boss, so Arven's good here. Not good. I don't know why they're BMing. They were so close to losing. Rigged. Oh, this game was so over if my last 2 prizes aren't heavy Mew as well. So sad. I'm annoyed. Oh, I guess Iron Hands was actually my best play there, right? Oh, they have enough energy anyway, it doesn't matter. Sad. Scuffed game. The game was complete write-off anyway, right? Prize Miraidon, Mew heavy. Like, that's just pretty grim. Nice way to end it, though. Have we lost to a couple of... We've lost to a couple of guys today, haven't we? Or did we still manage... I remember we had that really scuffed game where I had to Fez attack. Like, I slow-powered up Fez and won. Or did I end up losing that one? Can't remember. We had a lot of scuffed games today, though. This deck is so annoying. This is the list we've been playing all night. And I feel like 4 Ultra makes me sleep at night a lot better. But also a second Switch card is still niggling, because I know chat is being funny. Always has been free for Guardi. I don't know. I know it's close, because I played a lot of it on Friday night against Luke. I was playing from the Guardi side. There's a lot of cool mid-game buddy stuff you can do now. Setting up Raikou, Raichu, and Iron Hands all for a 10 damage buddy poke with monkey stuff is so cool. So dirty, actually. You like the flip-flop soda? I don't know, my main logic for higher nest is for when you go Arven box, you're running out of discard synergy. Sorry, I'm scratching my foot for some random reason before I head off. Bye everyone. So you won't always have the discard synergy, right? You want the box to be the main discard for that opening hand. So you want it to be like a free nest to then box the rest of the way. I do think it's really, really close. I don't think it's like... I'm not playing Miraidon because I think it's busted into Guardi. Like, it's like playing a Guardi mirror, really. This is close. And Guardi has so much more play than we have, realistically. We are living off the whatever comes our way, and living off the low hands. Relying mostly on Mew draw, because the good ones won't play into Fez. Although play into Fez once, then set up a full prize game. Miraidon is harder. Is that the words I just said? Like, the main cell... Like, sure, Miraidon has play into Guardi, but it's no better than playing Mirror, I don't think. I don't know. It's one of those classic things where the more I play it, the colder I get on this deck. Maybe the only reason I played it in Stuttgart was because I only tested for like a week, and I was like, yeah, this is fine, ship it. I'm going to look back at this footage like over the next couple of days and be like, this deck is a pile. The biggest problem is it's a pile with no space to make any changes. We're having to giga cope into so many matchups. And hit generators the whole time. Oh yes, Lugia's going to put my head straight. The only problem is I think my housemate's using my Lugias, so I don't think I can play Lugia at the EUIC. So tomorrow's going to be a great stream. The one-offs do make it look like a pile, but they're all there for such specific reasons. Please don't stream Lugia. You guys voted for it. I can't let those 6 people down. If some of these one-offs could be 2-offs, the deck would be good. True. You have spent Lugias donating. Pocket clock. Anything to have an extra Lugia in the field. That's funny. I'll do anything if I can face another Lugia. Anyways, it's been interesting, it's been fun. We've talked about the list quite a lot, and I think it's an genuinely, if you're not seeing this exact 60, they're capping. It's gotta be this. I don't see a way for it to be any other card in the deck. And if I could play 61 cards, I'd play 4th Ultra, because it's the nuts. It's literally the Ultra Ball. Cool. Or Bravery Charm could be second Forest. Maybe my last debate is like, should Bravery just be second Forest and still give me that early activation, feel good vibes? I feel like 3 Tool is the critical mass just for the box stuff. What we're cutting for Minior? I think we just say who's playing Snorlax. Who's playing Snorlax into a field of Guardi and Lugia? Like, what sort of mad head do you have to be? A Psycho would. Lax players would. Like, Snorlax wasn't winning tournaments when it was good in the format. Anyways. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? Search. Pokemon trading card game live. Wait, what? Hello? Let's go raid ASR, shall we? Cool, thanks for hanging out, guys. This is all on. It's all going to be on YouTube if you want to check out. If you missed any of the stream, missed any of the games. So yeah, stick around for that. Cheers. Let's go raid.